Plaintiff Emma Myrick says the defendant is her sister, and she has always been self-centered. Emma claims the defendant ran away as a teenager, smoked and used drugs, and her children were recently taken away from her and placed with Emma due to negligence. Emma suing her sister for an unpaid loan. Defendant Katrina Johnson admits that her children were taken away, but claims they were also taken away from Emma and placed in foster care after Emma assaulted her daughter. Katrina insists she never borrowed a dime from Emma.
Start with you.
This is my big sister, my oldest sister. Growing up, we never had a relationship at all. It was always me and my brother. She was always about herself. Ran away 14, did drugs, alcohol, marijuana, crack. You name it, she did it.
You ain't do no crack, but you done marijuana and alcohol.
No, her.
You! You never done any alcohol?
I drink.
Thank you. You never smoked any weed?
Yeah.
Right. So you did everything she did except crack. You ever smoked crack?
No, sir.
Never had a rock?
No, sir.
You crunch up and put it in the joint?
No, sir. No,
never
sir.
had a 51?
No, sir.
What's that? Huh? 51 is where you crunch the crack up. Put it in the marijuana.
Double hit.
Has she? She smoked crack with you, didn't she?
No, sir.
She never did?
No, sir.
Who you smoke with?
Can I make a
By
correction?
yourself?
If you don't mind, Your Honor, I would like to correct her because
Well,
she's
correct
wrong.
her.
I never smoked crack.
Oh.
I
Yes,
did
you have.
cocaine.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
Well,
Correction.
That's right. Crack is whack.
Right? That's true.
you also put men before your kids, too. You look out for the men and neglect your kids.
You don't be starting off throwing no...
I'm not throwing no shade. I love her dearly, but I cannot keep letting her do this. She's a manipulator. She's selfish. I have been good to her. I have been good to her, her kids. I love her kids. She got 3 girls. But the kids have seen enough. They've been through enough. I got custody of her kids of May. She just got them back July.
They were gone for 2 months?
2 months.
Why? What happened?
Like she said, drugs, abusive relationships. The kids just seen it all. Different dudes she done been with, abused
the
her.
children and placed them with you?
Yeah. And she got mad and she thought that I
interrupt her?
called or I had something to do with it. He's talking to me. She thought that I called and I had something to do with it, but I did not. And I told her I did not. And she told me, well, I know you did, and you coached my daughter, and this, that, and the third, and I did not.
Okay.
My niece told me she don't want to live with her anymore because she took her through enough with different guys.
I would like to interrupt her.
No, he's talking to me. He took her
Yeah,
through
we
a
want to
lot.
object to the testimony?
I
or
want
what
to
do you-
object to a lot that she's saying because a lot of the information that she's giving you is not correct.
Oh, it's not.
How is this relevant to her owing you money, ma'am? How is this
Because
relevant
the different
to a loan?
relationships with these different guys she done been in, I feel
You
like
loaned
you
her
do
money
for
to
them.
finance them?
Yeah, she do. Yeah, she do a lot for them. She
And that's where
take
your
care of
money
them.
went?
Yes, sir. You get me. You get me.
You
Yes.
just come.
Yes.
You just
Not
coming
lie
up
on
with
that.
something.
That's a lie. Don't, girl, that's
You're
a
just
lie.
making something
And look
up
at her
on me.
here. You done came
Don't talk
back.
to me.
Um,
You jealous? You
no,
mad? Okay,
no,
talk to
never,
me.
never.
Talk to the
Got your
judge.
hair done, your eyebrows done.
You
But I
jealous.
ain't get my money though.
What you speaking
I
up
ain't get
on-
my
what you
money
speaking up
though.
on me for?
Why you ain't pay me my money
What you
though?
speaking up on me for?
5 years and went past. $890
5
really,
years?
and I done took care of your kids. I've been nothing but good to you. I had enough.
It wasn't by choice, though.
That's
Come
enough,
on now, that's
ma'am.
all you do.
That's enough.
I'm tired. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
By the way, is that just nice hazel
I
eyes?
love
or
your kids.
that
And
you
I
been
love
smoking
you. I
weed
just
today, or is that just hazel
no, sir.
eyes?
No, sir. No hate.
Those are hazel eyes, or you been smoking weed?
Hazel eyes.
Okay, all right. 'Cause my wife got them hazel eyes like that, so it's either hazel or you've been smoking weed. And quite frankly, I don't know whether it's hazel or smoking weed for her. She disappears. I don't know. It didn't show back. Her eyes were dark brown when she left. She come back in the hazel. So I don't know whether it's sweet or not. Go ahead, ma'am.
I am here today because my little sister It's suing me. Like she said in the beginning, starting off, we never got along. I am the oldest of my siblings. My sister is the baby, and we have a brother in between us. There's been times where we've had physical altercations. We've got into fights when I was pregnant. She kicked me in my stomach.
Why?
When I was pregnant with my oldest child.
Just mess?
Just arguments. I try to talk calm and collective to her. She wants to start an argument, get loud, and just outrageous
Tell
for
me
no
about
reason.
the neglect and or abuse that caused your children to be removed.
Well,
you
with
want to
that,
defend yourself. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to defend yourself.
Yes, I do.
All
I
right.
want to defend myself on that. I was in a relationship. We had domestic disputes, verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally, all of that. And my kids ended up getting detained and taken away from me because of that. This all stemmed from a past back in Texas that followed us to Wisconsin.
Why did you bring him to Milwaukee if he was abusing you, though? You was
That's
trying
enough,
to get away
ma'am.
from... Okay, sorry.
A lot of the information that she's giving you is not correct.
Oh, it's not.
How is this relevant to her owing you money, ma'am? How is this
Because
relevant
the different
to her loan?
relationships with these different guys she done been in, I feel
You
like
loaned
you
her
do
money
for
to
them.
finance them?
Yeah, yes, sir. You get me. You get me.
You
Yes.
just covered.
Yes.
You just
Not
covered
lie
up
on
with
that.
something.
That's a lie.
Defendant Katrina Johnson is being sued by her sister, who claims she took in Katrina's children after the state removed them from Katrina's home due to negligence.
Anything else you want me to know before she gets to
Yes.
the loan?
My
How about all
kids-
these men she keeps accusing you of?
There's
You can
no-
have many men as you want
There's
to,
no
but
all
whatever.
these men. I only have 2 kids' fathers,
All right.
and that's who I dealt with.
Okay.
My sister,
And you say you don't smoke crack.
no, I don't.
You say you take a blow every now and then.
That was my past, Your Honor.
Oh, you
That
used
was my
to.
past.
All right, go ahead.
And what I would like to say is, my kids went to my sister by my choice. I asked for my kids to be placed with her because I didn't have anybody else that I trusted at that time to take my children. My sister, on the other hand, she got my children. She treated them different. She treated my oldest daughter like she was a stepchild, like she was nothing to her. She left her places, stranded. My daughter was only 13 at the time. She had to fend for herself. She left her outside on numerous occasions, banging and beating on the door. And this is while they were in her custody. So they were removed from her custody because evidently she weren't.
And return to you?
No, they weren't returned to me, but they were removed from her also.
And went where?
They went to a temporary foster
So they
home.
found neither one of you all fit to take
No,
care
that
of
ain't-
children.
that ain't what it
Why'd they
is.
remove them from
That
you?
ain't- that ain't
Why'd they
what-
remove them from you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, because they was giving her phone calls,
We're
but
talking
she was
about you. Did they remove them from you?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because of what she was doing in the phone calls. She
No,
had
she beat up my daughter. She beat up my daughter, my
No, I didn't.
13-year-old
That ain't-
daughter.
that is not in
And the
here.
police
I
was
got-
called and everything.
That's why.
I don't have
Why can't
evidence
two
of that.
sisters get along better than this?
You have to ask her.
No, I'm asking
We
you.
never-
You're
we
the
never-
one that
That's
the
started
big
out with
difference.
all
Because
the
of the
mess.
men, because of the men, and they have
Why
control
you so mad
over her.
about her men?
I'm not mad about her man, Your Honor.
Go
It's
ahead.
just what she done put the kids through.
And what she also failed to
You
realize.
put them through it too.
They don't got nothing on me, Your Honor.
They haven't caught you yet.
CPS.
That's all. Now go.
I'm a good person.
I'm having fun
kinda
with you,
hard.
ma'am. Let's
I'm
get to the
kinda
loan.
hard.
Let's get to
Okay,
the loan. Let's get to the loan. I've had enough fun with you. Go ahead.
February of 2011, I was staying in Texas for 2 months. A month before I moved in my place, which is March 1st, she came and asked me for $890. I told my sister, I'm kind of iffy on giving it to you, but at the same time, I didn't want her to come and live with me. So I'm like, if you're gonna take this money, do what you have to do, make sure you pay your rent, make sure you and your kids have somewhere to lay your
Didn't you
head.
say she was a crackhead?
Yes, sir.
Well, how you think a crackhead's gonna take your money and pay their rent?
Thank you.
I know. Shame on me. I know.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
I know.
So you loaned her the money. When was she to repay?
She told me a week after I moved in my place, so that second week of March. Okay, a week turned into a month. A month turned into 2 years. 2 years turned into 5 years, Your Honor.
When was the last time she told you she would
She will pay it when she get her taxes. And she got her taxes. Yeah, she got her taxes. She got her taxes.
You're the one smoking crack, if you believe
And
that.
her taxes, and then she get paid. I was in the process of filing and going through all this, and about time I went, she done already went through the money.
Now, when
this
was
is my
that
evidence.
again? Let's see it, please.
This is my
Ma'am,
evidence.
what do you want to tell me about this
I
law?
would like to say, Your Honor, that my sister is sitting here telling you a bald-faced lie. I did, and I admit I asked her for a loan, and it was to get my children and myself a place to live. And when I asked her for the loan, she denied me of the loan. She told me that she could not borrow me the money because she did not have it at the time. And that was that.
We have the recording. All right.
Okay, remember when I gave you that money and you was like, I'm gonna pay you back? Remember I was iffy on giving it to you?
Yeah, so why you gotta come at me like that, though?
How am I coming at you? It seemed like every time I ask you for it, it's an excuse though.
You hear me making excuses?
Only thing I feel like at the end of the day, I got played.
Nah, yeah, I'm good. I must throw you probably like half of that or something when I get my tax money. I ain't got my tax money yet. When I get it, I'm gonna give you half of it, and I'm gonna hurry up and pay that off.
Okay, do you remember how much I gave you?
I think it was like 6.
No, I gave you 800.
800.
800.
I don't remember it being 8, but okay.
Okay, so you gonna pay me the money back?
I'm gonna give you half of it when I get my tax money. I ain't getting that much back, but I'm gonna give you half of it so I get that out the way. And then I just make payments every 2 weeks when I get paid at work.
Okay, Trina. Okay. That's wrong. I got 2 kids. I gotta take.
Okay, and I got 3.
Like, okay, but why would you?
wanna
Why
come
would you
ask
do
me
that
for some
though?
money
Why would you
5
do that?
years later,
Why
when I'm
would
in a
you do
low point
that?
in my life? She got my children. She treated them different. She treated my oldest daughter like she was a stepchild, like she was nothing to her. She left their places, stranded. My daughter was only 13 at the time. She had to fend for herself. She left her outside on numerous occasions.
Defendant Katrina Johnson is being sued by her sister, who claims she took in Katrina's children after the state removed them from Katrina's home due to negligence.
You reaffirmed it when you promised
But Your Honor,
a couple of months ago to repay
she did
her.
not say when, what it was. I
You
got
reaffirmed it, ma'am, that you would pay her.
vehicles.
You reaffirmed the contract. You said, I will pay you when taxes come. Your taxes came already?
Yes, sir.
Your taxes came already?
Yes, they did,
So you
and I
breached
did
it.
what I
You
had
didn't pay
to
her.
do for me and my
Judgment for the
Thank you.
plaintiff. Have a good day.
And guess what?
I love you,
And guess
Judge Mathis.
You gonna get what's coming
We
to you,
done.
boo.
Done.
You gonna get what's coming to you.
I love you.
Because God don't like ugly.
And you ugly. You pay.
And you is.
No, you know you owe me that money.
It's all right.
Been done.
It's all right, Emma. I got 3
Bye,
kids
Trina.
I'm taking care
Bye,
of.
Trina.
And I'm living with my mama. You got your
taking care
own
of
place.
them. So do.
Yeah, that's good. And I'll have mine soon, boo-boo.
Keep getting beat up by dudes.
Whatever.
On drugs.
You keep getting fat with your baby
Yup.
daddy.
Plaintiff Richard Field was married to the defendant's mother for 37 years, and after she passed, the defendant was there for him. Richard claims everything changed after the defendant got with her husband, the co-defendant, because he's a drinker and a liar. Richard's suing them today for the cost of a toolbox. Defendants Lena Selby and her husband James admit that they had some adjustment issues during their first 2 years of marriage, but James has been sober for 2 years, and their marriage is back on track. Lena claims after her mother died, Richard spent her life insurance money on a mail-order bride, and they're countersuing for property damage and harassment.
All right, start with you, son.
My daughter here, my stepdaughter, was really close to her. I'm really disappointed in her. Him is a different story.
You pleased with him?
No. I'm not pleased with James. I think there's something wrong with that guy.
Okay. Do you feel
He's
sorry
really,
for him?
He's really,
Okay, you just feel sorry for him.
yes, exactly, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, anyways, I've raised her since she's 2 to 3 years old. I recently lost my wife, 37 years.
Sorry to hear that.
And my daughter here, she was the closest to me. She kept me more or less in check. When my wife passed away,
What year was that? When was that?
May 18th, 2013.
Okay.
It was unexpected. Before that, me and my wife let Lena move in so we can keep an eye on the kids while she tends to her daughter. And then soon she got married to this guy. I didn't like the idea, but we let Lena be Lena.
Why didn't you?
First of all, he's a drinker. He's a liar, constant liar. He can talk to you in your face, and it look like he's telling the truth. But he's a liar. We've had trouble ever since, from day one. He would check himself into the hospital.
Okay.
So, well, you know, and then we would go chase the
when
car.
it's time to pay the bills or something?
Well, no, it's just that.
No, bills were always
When he
paid
checked,
on
you sound
time.
like there was nothing wrong with him. He tried.
Well, he had something wrong in the mind.
Because I know lawyers just do that. I know lawyers that do that. Oh, yeah, when they know that the judge is not going to give them an extension or an adjournment and they don't have the client's paperwork ready, they just go check themselves in the hospital. Telling you that, I'm telling you. What you going to say? What are you going to do? That what you do come bill time? You just check yourself in the hospital? You feel sorry for you? Go in that hospital, you really get some bills.
He don't need to feel sorry for him. Husband's been sober 2 years come this July.
Well, that's what he's talking
and
about,
he wants
okay.
to hold like his mental illness against him, like because he has to take medication for depression. He's an awesome stepdad, a great grandfather, has been with his job over a year, they weren't even open a month yet, and he was already employee of the month within the first 3 weeks.
Okay.
So he's talking. So my stepdad is talking about how basically in the first 2 years of a marriage, how it can be rocky. Yes, it was like that.
How long have you all been married now?
5 years.
Okay. All right. Sir, you hear how happy your daughter is?
She's happy now because he's working. He watches the babies. He's a clean freak. She's a clean freak. Raised her since she's 2 to 3 years old. I recently lost my wife, 37 years.
Sorry to hear that.
And my daughter here got married to this guy. I didn't like the idea, but we let Lena be Lena.
Defendants Lena Selby and her husband James say the plaintiff was married to Lena's mother for 37 years. And after she passed, the plaintiff spent her life insurance money on a mail-order bride.
We're going to talk about the toolbox
All right,
shortly.
so what happened, like I said, after my wife passed, I moved out. I moved into a condo that I bought close to my job. I worked
My mom's life insurance money.
I worked.
And pay for the mail order bride with it.
You have a bride from another country?
I'm not married yet. We're going to get married.
Okay.
He can't marry her. She's still married to her husband.
From another country?
Yes, from the Philippines.
No, she's not married.
I
She
said,
got an
watch
annulment.
it. This lady's taking you for a ride. Everybody, family members, friends, were telling him, you haven't even met her yet. And he had already wired her like $500 within the first 3 weeks of talking to her. And then within a year, $26,000. And I'm like, what are you sending her all this?
$26,000. Sir?
I've known her for 2 years now. So the third time.
But less than a year.
Go ahead, ma'am. What else you want me to know other than your dad is happy with his new young lady?
Upon this, he's just been harassing us, lurking outside my house, taking pictures, stalking.
Relating to what? To the toolbox issue?
Yes,
All
to the
right, sir,
toolbox.
tell me what about the toolbox.
Okay, so what happened was I ended up going to the Philippines, and 4 times, but the third time I come back, she started laying notes all over the place in the house, harassing me.
Ma'am, what is he suing you for?
He's suing me
What
for...
is the allegation?
The allegation is that he says that we stole and sold his toolbox. That never happened.
Stole it and sold it.
Yes.
Well, see, there's a whole lot going on.
All I want to know about is this toolbox.
Okay, first of all, she's living in my house.
Got that part. We know
My
that.
house. It's my house.
Got that.
Or it's not her house, mine.
Believe you.
All right. So.
And all the bills are in my name.
So
I'm paying them.
She changed all the bills in her name, so I have to go through an eviction. So
Why do you want to evict her?
Because I don't want her in my house.
Why?
Because he wants to move the mail order bride into the house.
She's moving in this condo.
I'm
with
planning
you.
on moving back into the house. I've been trying to get in the house to get my car and get my tools.
Your car is there?
I got a custom car in the side of the house, and things are coming up missing. Even
in the
car
garage
cover.
or behind a fence on the side?
Behind the fence on the left-hand side of the
Okay.
house is a long driveway that goes to the back of
And
the
how
house.
have you been prohibited from getting that?
She changed all the locks. She changed, he put big old chains and everything on the gate. They won't let me go in to get my stuff.
They've said no?
Yes, they won't even answer
That
the
is
door.
not true.
What month did you ask them to allow you to come and get your things and they said no?
In April.
And what did you do after that?
All right, I went and got the police. We've been there several times. I got the incident
Let's
reports.
see that. Ma'am, what do you want to tell me about denying him the ability to get his things? I know he can't show up anytime he wants. I hope that's not what you're thinking,
Exactly. He's never called or texted.
This is my house.
Just
sir.
showed up.
No, sir.
As soon as I came back the first day, I showed up over there.
That's where you're wrong, sir.
okay.
They are tenants.
Well, this
you
is my-
can't just
well-
show up
well,
over
this-
to a tenant's house.
This is supposedly my daughter, all right? So
yeah, but I
didn't
can't
ex-
show up at my daughter's house at any time.
I didn't expect them to be so
My daughter's
difficult.
not gonna open the door. I got news for you. My daughter's not gonna open up the door for me if I show up, and we have a great relationship.
So when the police showed up, they said I would have to evict her.
That's what she'd do. She might call the police on me.
Yeah, well, she did. She did.
Did she tell you why she would not give it to you?
No, she won't.
Ask her now.
She won't even tell the
Ask
cops.
her.
Why?
You never called me or texted me. You showed up with the cops when I was not home. Every time you've showed up with the cops, I have not been home. I can see you through my app.
A person
on my
doesn't show up
home.
with the cops unless they've tried to get it on their own first.
Yeah, which you think he would have called or texted saying,
So
hey,
you're saying,
can I come
well,
get my
that's why it
stuff?
doesn't make sense. You showed up on your own first, right?
The first time I showed up with the police, I did. I showed up with the
Let's
police.
get right to the toolbox. What is he suing about this toolbox?
Ask him if he's ever called.
Somebody tell me about this toolbox.
All right. All right. Well, anyways, I broke the gate, my own gate, to get in there, and then the garage doors opened, so I went in the garage, and my garage is cleared out.
Toolbox was
And
in
the
there.
biggest thing in
Toolbox was in there.
The biggest thing in there was the toolbox.
All right. And do you have any idea what may have happened? Did you ask? And what did they say?
I never went and.
You haven't asked yet?
No.
All right, ask them.
Or where's my box?
We didn't take it. That's why we have a police report showing that somebody broke into our garage.
Let's see it,
broke
please.
the fence, and here's pictures of the broken fence.
Ma'am,
and
sir,
cut
why
the
haven't you
locks.
asked her? And then she can show
Because
you
she
what-
wouldn't talk to me. She'd be hiding. Won't even open the gate, open the door for the police.
How can you talk to somebody who hasn't even called?
Defendants Lena Selby and her husband James say the plaintiff was married to Lena's mother for 37 years. And after she passed, the plaintiff spent her life insurance money on a mail order bride.
What makes you think they sold it, sir?
All right. Well, I have paperwork from my other daughter and other family members stating that she's given away everything in the house, from the inside to the outside.
You have that?
She either gives it out to Facebook or gives it away.
Have you given any of his property away?
No, I've cleaned the house out with my mother's things.
What are you all suing him for?
For the fence, for the broken fence that we replaced, and for harassment.
And the locks.
Do you all pay rent?
We don't pay rent because he chose to let the house
And
go.
did you ask him, or did he agree to compensate you for the repair?
No.
And you don't pay rent? That was a gift.
We pay.
That was a gift.
We pay for all
Unless
the bills
there's
in
an
the
agreement to reimburse, or unless there's a contract that says he must pay for the repair or compensate you for anything, any repairs that you pay for, you can't hold him
about the
liable for it.
harassment at
And I mean, you're not paying him any rent. What has he done to harass you?
When he came to my work and threatened to kill me and my dogs.
Did you go to his work?
I went to his work.
Why?
First of all, the lawnmower. Back to the lawnmower.
No.
We were civil.
All right, no. That's not allowed, sir.
All
You're
right.
not allowed to go to somebody's job. You go to somebody's job, then you risk their job. So what do you have that might help me decide whether they took and or sold your things?
Okay, I got a statement from my daughter, my other daughter.
All right, let me see that.
And then,
do you have anything where you
I have a picture of stuffed items out in the front of the house.
Is it a toolbox?
I, Linda Gutierrez, am writing this statement to confirm that Linda has posted my parents' belongings on Facebook to give away and for sale. Sir, I'm going to grant you your $5,000. I believe you're owed. However, I am going to grant him $1,000 for coming to his job. That is harassment, and thank God he wasn't fired, because I would have to give him more. So that leaves you with $4,000. Good luck to you, all right, sir?
Thank you.
Go yourself. You just try to play this big thing to make everybody feel sorry for you.
I feel sorry for you, piece of Why don't you
This is
go
what
buy
I go
yourself a new
through.
toolbox?
So, this is what
I know
go
with
through.
something that
Yeah.
somebody didn't even steal. They
Everyone
were there
for
till
me?
you left.
Oh, yeah.
There
I
till
got
you broke the house.
I have pictures.
It's over. He's
I got
It's
pictures.
over.
Stupid.
I got
Please,
pictures
stupid.
before. I got pictures after.
Waste
While
of
I was in
time.
the Philippines, and now there's not there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have it.
well, you cry about
Sure.
it. But you're a man. Why are you crying about it?
Plaintiff Casey Williams says he met the defendant on a gay phone app, and the defendant tried to entice Casey by sending him naked pictures. Casey wasn't interested in dating the defendant, but they eventually became roommates, and Casey's suing him today because he failed to pay rent. Defendant Travis Watts says Casey was interested in him, and he sent Travis naked pictures of himself first. So Travis simply returned the favor. Travis claims after he moved in with Casey, Casey was constantly hitting on him and asking him to cuddle. So he's countersuing for harassment.
Start with you.
I first met Travis through the weirdest way ever. Was a gay app called Grindr.
The what?
Grindr.
A gay app?
Yeah, a gay app.
A dating?
It was
app?
it was supposed to be dating, but it was like a hookup app. And so we was chatting and everything. He used to send naked pictures and all that, and I'm just like, I'm really not interested. I just want to be friends.
Do they do that on the site?
Yes.
They're allowed. They send naked.
They
pictures?
They even send videos if you give them your number.
You can show your nude body
Yes.
to demonstrate your candidacy.
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't know that. All right.
And so we were just going back and forth, and then we recently just
Now,
got.
there's another one, not the gay site, I don't think it is, but it's one where you find like the nearest person who's looking to be with somebody.
What's it called?
Is it a gay app?
Tinder.
or-
Tinder.
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 Did I describe it right?
Yeah.
You did. It's the same thing as Grindr. It's just straight version of it.
Yeah. You just wherever you at. The closest sex fiend around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much it. All right.
Plaintiff Casey Williams says when Casey first met the defendant, he wasn't attracted to him. But the defendant claims after they became roommates, Casey constantly hit on him.
You all met on Grindr, and then how did your friendship or relationship proceed from there?
Nothing ever happened between us, like sexually, nothing at all.
All right. Sir, let me get some background from you.
Lots of the stuff he has said, it is accurate. We were talking to originally meet up. We didn't meet up because I stopped talking to him.
Why? You
It-
saw his picture?
Well, it wasn't fully like that. I mean, I wasn't attracted to him, but I also felt I was
But
being
why
rushed.
did you send the naked pictures?
I also was
Why'd you
feeling
send him naked pictures?
because
then?
he sent them as well, so I was returning the favor.
But if he sent them to you
Because I read
and
my-
you didn't like what you saw, why would you send him yours?
My original intention was yes, we were gonna hook up.
So you
but
did
after-
you him at first.
At first, right before
You
we started.
wanted him.
No.
Pretty much.
No, you did. You know you did. And why are you suing the defendant?
We became good friends, and so I recently got back in contact with him in July of 2015, and he was telling me about his situation that he was staying on the south side with his friend, and saying he was going through a lot of stuff and everything. So I said, hey, Travis, I have a 2-bedroom townhome. You could come live with me. He was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, sure. He was like, okay, when? I said, come in August. And so I had a written agreement up for him to sign, which you want to see?
See it, please.
And then in this rental agreement, he was perfectly fine with that. The day he moved in, he did not give me his $450.
When was that again?
August 2nd. He did not give me $450. He was going through a lot. He said his job wasn't giving him hours and everything, so I cut him for the benefit of the doubt, and I knew that he was my friend, so you could just pay me then. The first payment I got from that year was September of 2015, and I got all the way up until December of that last year.
So you didn't get August rent at all?
Not at all.
All right. And the next rent that you are including in your suit today is for what month and time?
The next month I am including is the month of April. It's from...
So we have $450 for August.
Yes, $450 for August.
April?
$230.
Why?
I have a breakdown right here. And
Okay.
then also...
He paid some of it, obviously?
And yes, he paid a total of five payments for $245.
Okay.
And then the last month is the month of May, because I didn't get no notice or anything about him moving out. He just up and left.
Sir, what do you say to this?
I say I disagree to some part of it. When everything was going on and happening, like he said, I was in a bad situation. He did inform me of the room to move in, which I showed my, grateful appreciation. The situation I was in was completely horrible. But ever since we started moving in, and I moved in there, I would get sexual comments of, oh, let's cuddle. And I was like, no, I have a strict rule of whoever I live with, I don't want that drama or that complication. We made that clear with
So he just walked by you and say, let's cuddle.
Not at the
That don't
beginning.
even sound.
Not at the beginning. At the beginning, I would have company come over, and he would just barge in my room. Oh, I'm sorry, and then close the door.
In your bedroom.
Correct.
All right, we're going to get to this rent. Tell me about August rent.
August rent was paid, which I can also call out that he is a liar because of the fact if it wasn't paid and he's going off this big detail right now, how come it wasn't? Like, how come there was nothing said every month? Oh, hey, how come you didn't? Can you pay an extra $50 because you owe August? I also do have a statement here of me and him talking on May 10th of him stating I only owe him $250.
Let's see that,
Of
please.
your statement, of you saying that you owe.
No,
I never
it's
said
text
that.
messages.
Sir, if he stayed from August 15 through May 16, why didn't you take action regarding August 15 rent?
Because when Travis came to me about the whole situation that he had
So
like
busy
the
trying to
worst
cuddle,
job
you don't
ever.
even want to get your money. What?
Plaintiff Casey Williams says when Casey first met the defendant, he wasn't attracted to him. But the defendant claims after they became roommates, Casey constantly hit on him.
May of 16, he says, okay, I know I owe you $250. In your response, it can be avoided if you pay that.
Yeah, I said all of it could have been avoided. Like, we didn't have to go all the way to this situation right here where we had to come all the way out here for this.
But you didn't dispute the money amount.
That
If
was-
a person says, I only owe you $250, when in fact they owe you $11.55, you would say, oh no, you owe me more than $250.
Well, I'm also suing him for the month of May. That's why I was suing him for the month of May, because I didn't get no 30-day notice.
Okay.
And I had to struggle to try to get his portion of the rent
Sir,
paid for the month
did
of
you
May.
give him 30-day notice?
I did not. I was told I could not have no one come over. I could not go nowhere but to work until rent was paid. And I was told, yes, I'm dead serious, and I have the witness right here who was on the conversation.
You were doing all right until you come with this nonsense. Come on up, sir.
Your
He
witness
gonna put
was
you
there?
in this nonsense.
He was not there. He
State
was on
your
the
name.
phone.
Okay.
Joseph Wally.
All right. What do you know about him not being able to come in or go out?
Yeah, I was on the phone with him when they were having this conversation. There was a big argument, and I heard him say that he wasn't allowed to have anyone over until he paid the rent or that he had to be out by the 30th. Is that right?
But you also said you couldn't leave.
I couldn't leave unless I was going to work. So I couldn't go to hang out with friends unless I was going to work to try to make money.
What would he do otherwise?
Sometimes he would be mad, he would throw a fit, and I was also worried he would throw all my stuff out in front because there has been times when he was mad and I would be at work and he would threaten.
But did he threaten you?
It wasn't that far. It was just more.
What is your harassment claim for, sir?
My harassment claim is because he called my job the day I moved out. And also, when I was living there, I would get multiple, comments. Oh, why don't we just cuddle? Oh, why can't I come in your room? Because I had the TV.
I'm done with that, sir.
Well, I got
you stayed there all that time. You must have wanted to cuddle.
Nope, I never did.
If he kept asking you to cuddle since August and you didn't move until May, it must not have been that much of a problem. You're just putting on now because are you all dating?
Yeah, we just started dating, actually.
Yeah, that's why you don't want him to know the real deal.
Wow. Nope. Actually, the reason behind all of it was because, like he said, I wasn't making good money.
What about the call to your job? That sounds like the most legitimate complaint you have.
He talked to my manager, Alex, and asked for personal information about me. Oh, what is Travis' new address? What is that? And the reason I found out is because he sent a message that said, oh, well, it doesn't look like you have your job anymore from what I heard. So I called my job, and they informed me, yes, someone did just try contacting us.
Sir, did you contact his job to get a new address?
I contacted his job the day I found out that he was gone. I contacted his job one time. I called and asked for Travis. I have a statement from my sister saying she was right there with me when I called, and she texted him for the information of getting my key.
Yep, I agree to that. I was texting to her so I can meet up with her so I can get his key, which I was very cooperative with her.
Sir, I'm going to dismiss your claim for harassment. I'm not convinced that this cuddling bothered you as much as you claim. Him asking you to cuddle, if he did, not even convinced he did that.
It wasn't, how can it be harassment when I was
And I just doesn't sound reasonable. He walked by every time for 6 months saying, do you want to cuddle? And you just kept standing there. Lastly, sir, I'm not going to grant you a 450. You just haven't proven that. 705 is your judgment. Your claim of harassment is dismissed. Have a good day.
Thank you. I have nothing to say to this guy.
Same to you. And the same reason why you're going to be 3 years and be single still, and you cried many times, and why you have no friends, and no one loves you, blah, blah, blah. You can't treat people the way you do.
You're just mad because you just went
Actually, no, I'm not mad.
Zero for harassment.
Actually,
what did I do?
Actually, I wasn't mad because you can
who
also
the heck
ask
is
him
this guy to even
that
think
I even
knows?
said.
Get the hell out of here with that.
Yeah, okay.